Hey, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. I wanted to show you the results of those things. I showed you that really big pot that I made, and there was 4 of them. And this is the result of 2 of them. You can see the base right here of that one. So those are reprocessing. So I think what happened was that I'll go in here and show you that I put the big one on the top shelf and I put the 3 small ones on the bottom shelf. And I need to get down there and find it, but there was right here, on this area right here, goes a little bar, and that thing makes this thing stay in that position right there. So when the bar melts or it bends and then it will shut the thing off. So what happened is the thing got shut off prematurely, and I think what happened was that when I put the large one in, it broke, and then when it broke, it went over and hit the little bar and shut the thing off. So the big one and one of the small ones is reprocessing now. I put it back and it's going back to its original state of being clay. So I haven't really sleuthed it out yet, but I'm going to get in there and find the bar, and I think the bar is going to be in mint condition, because I think what happened is that when it broke, it just hit that thing and stopped the whole process. So, which is good, you know. It's okay. And I want to thank Perry Urban and Mrs. Perry Urban for sending me this map. I was looking at this thing again. I thought the Queen sent it to me, but it was really Perry Urban and Mrs. Perry Urban. And it's a beautiful map. And it folds out really great. And I did some research. In the United States, they call these saddlebag maps because they're backed with this material here, which is like it's basically like a linen. I think they said it in the research I was looking at, it was linen. But this looks like some sort of like a cheesecloth material. So I really appreciated that. That's really a great thing, because it's really beautiful. So I'm collecting those now. So if anybody wants to send me saddlebag maps, you know, feel free. Oh, I just woke up. It's time is it? It's about 5. It's 6:10. I think I slept till about 5:30. I don't know what time I laid down, but you know, it seems like what's happening now is that, you know, I go to sleep, and like last night I woke up at 2:30, and I had gone to bed like at 9:30, so I slept for like 5 hours, and so I was like wide awake at 2:30. I'm like, hey, I'm wide awake. So I got up and did some stuff and drank a couple of cups of sleepy time, and then went back to sleep, and then I didn't get up until like 8 or something like that, you know. So my sleep thing is getting kind of weird again, because I'm taking these naps in the afternoon. Now, it's okay to take a nap in the afternoon if you, it's like a little siesta, like for 45 minutes or an hour. But if you start sleeping 3 hours, it's not good. It's not good. So, anyway, it's Friday here, and I talked to the guy that sells me sewing machines. He's got set up at this one place. I'm going to show you this sewing machine. It's the last sewing machine I'm going to buy, I think. And it just coincidentally, I was looking for a sewing machine that was made in Great Britain, okay? Because I was under the impression, mistakenly so, that even though the British were making Singer sewing machines. It wasn't really part of the Singer sewing machine company. It was like a bootleg Singer or something. They had their own industry. And now I find out it wasn't. It was all based on, you know, that didn't sound right, you know, but anyway, that's what I believed. And it's based on it's Singer. They're singers. So I didn't really need this because I have a Singer from the United States, and I also have a Singer from Canada, which is a really great one. But this one is a Singer sewing machine from Great Britain. And the guy says he thinks it's from the 40s. And it's right there. It says made in Great Britain. So this is my Singer. It's really a nice condition. Look how beautiful it is. It's really, really nice. Now this piece right here is missing. So he called me today to tell me that he got the piece. So I'm going to go in tomorrow. And this is a very, very simple piece. Some of them are really, really decorative. This is just really simple, just simply ribbed. You know, so I don't know if the ones that they made in Great Britain were that type, where they were just really simple or not. Because I have a couple of them, or I have at least one of them I know where that is really, really trying to get this thing fitted on here. Is really, you know, fancy, but this one's not fancy at all. And it's got this really nice plastic, you know, like pearl handle, almost like a little thing right here. And it had some tape here for some reason. I think probably it was shipped in the mail or taken on a train or something like that. Who knows? I took all that off. I need to clean that up a little bit, but that is a really nice addition to my collection, which I want that to be the last piece of my collection. I've got like 20-something freaking sewing machines. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Like, oh God, I went nuts, you know. So now I'm going to go nuts on these freaking saddlebag maps. It's sad. You're watching me deteriorate right before your very eyes. But that's okay. At least the saddlebag maps will be a lot cheaper. All those freaking sewing machines were not cheap. That's okay, you know. It is what it is. I just got out of bed, man. It's just... I like Fridays, and it's not so much that Fridays is any really different day, but, you know, it still has that vibe, you know, because people are getting off of work and they're, you know, it's... You know, that's the one thing I miss about not having some sort of a job, you know, is that I don't get that Friday feeling, but I also don't get that Sunday afternoon feeling either. So I really enjoy doing what I'm doing here. It's still a little windy here. It was beautiful this morning, and I was out looking at these little flowers, and there was a bee on these little flowers going between these small flowers, and that was really nice to see that. So that was real good. So today's Friday, and so tomorrow I'm going to go and pick up that little piece for my sewing machine, and I'm going to take down one of these machines and do a video of getting the, what do you call it, threading the needle and doing all that stuff to make sure I know how to do it, and then I'm going to start doing some sewing. But it's not going to be the type of sewing that most people would relate to. It's going to be different. But anyway, it's fun to do the clay. The first one was a big disaster. I didn't think the first one was going to last, really, because I looked at it and I said, oh man, this thing is not going to stick together. But one of the others that I thought wasn't going to stick together, it did stuck together fine. So I think that if I can get them through the bisquing stage, and then I put some glaze on it, they'll stick together fine. So they're going to be pretty neat. Very, very crude, very, very crude. And I remember showing you that one pot that I got, a very old Indian bowl. The head of it, the opening's about that big, and you see the only decoration on it is some decoration around the top of it, where they didn't smooth out the coil bowl. It's a very beautiful piece. It's in pieces, but it's still beautiful, very old. It's probably 1,200 years old or something. Is there anything else to talk about? Not really. Not really. It was just fun to get those. I was thanking, Queen Elizabeth for that stuff. It wasn't Queen Elizabeth. It was Perry who sent me that stuff. Perry sent me the map. Well, actually, his wife sent me the map. She found it and gave me the map, which I would really appreciate that. So, if you see this video, Perry, please tell your wife that I give a tip of my hat to her. Thank you very much. It's great, and to your daughter as well for sending me the little Polly Pocket. That was really great. And to you for putting it in the bag and shipping it out. Paying for the shipping, that was great. It was really nice to get that in the mail. That's fun to get those kind of things. It's very interesting, to make these sort of connections between people that live in way, way different places, Because, I start watching those videos that Perry makes. He's walking to work, and there's always this one pole. He's walking, I think, he's going to run into the pole, and he doesn't run into the pole. He's never run into the pole. And the chalk marks on the little path there. And it's really a totally different place. I mean, they have little asphalt paths. I wonder if they called it macadam. Are those called macadam? I think macadam was I think he might have been from Scotland. He was a guy who freaking invented asphalt, I think. But to watch him go and catch the bus and do all that kind of stuff, it's very interesting. So different than the United States, I mean, I live a long ways. I went to the grocery store today, and I forgot to take a big giant. I got like a 4-pound container of yogurt, and I said, oh man, I forgot to take, because when I opened it up, it looked like it was had this grayish, greenish couple of spots, I thought, I can't eat that. I was really kind of upset, because it's a really long drive to go to the store, So I went to the store today, and I forgot to bring that, and so I saw the manager, and I said, oh, are you the manager? Guy says, yes, I said, hey, I had this problem, I said, oh, he said, don't worry about it. So I got another one, a new one, and it was really cool. It's cool because, you become part of the community a little bit. People start to know you. They see you showing up at the grocery store scruffy and everything. You're like, oh, yeah, he's one of our customers. So it was cool that happened, So I got a bunch of yogurt, and that was a good experience. And there was a woman that was really funny. I was checking out, and she went up to this thing. She only had one thing, and it was in this really strange container. I said, well, what's that? She says, oh, it's a mayonnaise, a new type of mayonnaise or something. And she says, I'm going to use it for this potato salad I'm making. I said, oh, well, that's very, what did I say to her? Oh, it's very daring of you. She said, oh, yes, I'm very daring, So it was funny, and then I was walking out to my car, and there she was. She was parked really close to me, and we said hi. It was really kind of fun, that you have those little tiny communications with people. Because I live out here in the middle of nowhere, and I hardly ever talk to anybody. I mean, I'll go freaking days, without even talking to another person. And the guy's horse next door, they got a really kind of a cool horse. And the other day I went for a walk, and I saw the horse there, and I went over, and the horse started coming toward me. I said, oh, okay. So I stopped walking, and I went over to the fence, and the horse came up to me and started put out my hand like that. He started sniffing my hand. He went to bite my hand. He was nibbling my hand. Maybe he thought I was a carrot or something. But anyway, it was a little skittish. But then I started petting the horse. It was real nice, And then I saw then this morning when I was going to the store, I saw these neighbors. They have they really love these, what do they call them? Miniature schnauzers. There's the father, the daughter, and the husband. And probably the daughter is probably about as old as I am. And she was really ill, but she looks like she's doing good now. And so they were out walking their dogs, and I stopped and said, oh, you look like a gang, And she says, oh, have you got a dog yet? No, I haven't got a dog yet, So they're dog lovers. And I stopped to tell them about this freaking dog that's up the road that's new, that they don't keep him in his yard. And he came out and did a little charging action on me yesterday. the owners are, oh, don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, oh, okay, all right, I won't worry. You know, then I turned around and took off, and then I looked around, and there he's charging me again from behind. Every time I was walking with my back to him, the freaking dog started to do a little thing. So I have my stick, so if I walk by there and the dog comes out, the dog's gonna get a big stick right across his freaking head. Kabam! I don't put up with dogs. I don't. You know, if they're nice dogs, they're great. There's this one dog. He's beautiful. His name is Reagan. He's the sweetest dog. I walk over into this. I haven't been over there in quite some time because the weather's been real bad. But every time I go by, the dog is just wanting me to go pet him. I go over there and pet the dog and just hang out with the dog for a little while. It's a beautiful dog, you know. But these dogs that are always barking and growling and attacking, no, they get a stick in the head. Okay, well, let's see, is there anything else to talk about? Oh, I did some research on that poison. That guy, I called him up and I asked the guy who works in the town, what do you guys do about these things? He says, oh, there's this guy who's got poison we buy from him, you know. 40 pounds for $120. 40 freaking pounds. I mean, that's enough to kill every freaking gopher and squirrel between here and Del Rio, Texas, you know. So I didn't want that kind of quantity, you know, but I don't know. But one of my viewers was concerned about the birds as well, you know, because if I get cats and the birds, you know, they're gonna get the birds, and I don't like that. I like the birds to be left alone. So I might have to make some sort of cat-proof watering system for the birds, because I don't want the birds to be coming here. And because if the birds, you know, they start knocking off, the cats start knocking off the birds won't come here. You know, and I don't want that to happen. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put out some glue traps for the cats. You know, the cats will get on them and they get all glued. You know, yeah, that'll be a good idea. But anyway, I just wanted to do a video because I got out of bed and I got nothing else to do and I haven't talked to anybody. Well, I talked to some people this morning, that's right. Is there anything else to talk about? There wasn't anything to talk about in the beginning, so why should I be worried about? Is there anything to talk about now? But I did get some coffee, some matcha. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.